Don't be fooled by what looks like a normal off-road bakkie from the distance. In real terms, this is a real racing machine with a proper motorsport pedigree, and it will cover ground a lot quicker than most sports cars will on tar. The Castrol Toyota Hilux competes in the super production category with Mark Cronier and Chris Birkin, the works team's leading crew. And tell us a bit about this machine, about this 2008 Hilux bakkie that you race.
Yeah, from last year to this year, we've already made a massive amount of improvement. I mean, to start out, we had a problem with weight. We managed to shed off quite a lot of weight. I'm talking a massive amount of 180 kilos. And that's probably our biggest step forward this year.
So would you say that the difference between this vehicle and last year's one is mainly weight and suspension setup?
100% down the line, we've made a tremendous improvement on those two lines, yeah.
The super production class is the top production category in local off-roading, and factory machines such as the Castrol Hilux boast a very high level of workmanship and technical sophistication. Based on a single cab Hilux, this racing version gets a chrome moly roll cage, customized Proflex dampers, fabricated suspension parts and fiberglass body parts. It was designed and built locally in Toyota Motorsport's Weinberg workshop, but to really appreciate this machine you need to see it and experience it in action. Cronier's motorsport commitments for Toyota include rallying an S2000 Runex for the works team. Now you currently rally and you off-road, and the rallying you took like a duck to water. I mean, you just run away with it. You're in an S2000 car, really enjoying it. It hasn't been quite as simple on the off-road side, has it?
No, look, I think looking at the rallying, I must mention that Serge has done a tremendous job along with Whammy on the rally side. And when we decided to go SP racing with the off-road, it was a totally new project. We were up against Nissan, and they've done a tremendous amount of work with Dakar. They've had international funding. I think today we've achieved some results. I think we've still got some results to try and achieve, but we're making headway, and it's looking positive for the future. I'm really looking forward to the future.
The Castrol Hilux is powered by a 4-litre V6 modified to deliver a claimed 230 kilowatt, with torque peaking at around 450 newton meters. The engine is fuel injected and is equipped with an inlet restrictor to limit power output. Needless to say, the result is a very rapid bakkie. Okay, now, got to tell us, what is it that you hate most about off-roading?
We spend a heck of a lot of time in dust, and as you know, to try and drive where you see, and unfortunately off-road you don't have that opportunity all the time, and they're pushing for results, so you're driving totally blind at times, not, basically with a stick out in front of you, and that to me is my pet hate.
The Toyota crew toiled hard to get the Castrol Hilux ready for our shoot only a few days after completing the grueling Sugarbelt 400. The prospect of driving the finely fettled machine was quite daunting, so I first spent some time in the navigator's seat with Mark showing me how it's done. Quite obviously I wasn't going to even try to match Mark's pace, but I got a very good idea of what the Hilux is capable of and what it takes to control the monster. Then it was my turn, and I've got to say that I enjoyed every minute of the experience. The Hilux feels more like a rally car than a bakkie, and the suspension is quite taut. The turn-in is impressive. The front end really bites when you turn the wheel, helped along by oversteer that's easily controllable. Best of all is the SADF sequential gearbox, which allows very rapid, very positive gear changes. At 1,825 kilograms, the Hilux is a heavy beast, but it never feels ponderous, and if anything, I would have expected more give on the suspension. The disc brakes are off-the-shelf parts rather than competition versions, but still provide ample stopping power. The Hilux runs in permanent four-wheel drive with limited slip front, center and rear diffs. The prop shafts are one-piece steel designs. And yes, driving an SP off-road racer such as this is hard work. I certainly worked up quite a sweat in the short distance I drove. how physical is off-road racing?
Off-road racing is tremendously physical. You know, in the first year that I got into the Class E, that was my biggest challenge, was to get myself 100% fit. And then from that step to the SP, it's been another step forward. So again, I've had to go back and look at my physical side and really work hard on it. I'm on a training program which is quite strict, and the guys are doing a tremendous job with me. It is a one-on-one thing, and it's working for me, and I'm hoping that it's going to get some results.
Mark's office is quite unlike the interior of any normal showroom Hilux. The racing seats are equipped with full 6-point harnesses to provide maximum safety, and the tailor-made carbon fiber dashboard is home to an advanced Motec digital display with programmable readouts. Aviation-style pop-out circuit breakers are employed, while the tall gear lever is within easy reach of the driver. The Navigator gets a bank of very accurate digital odometers to measure distance. The workmanship is obvious throughout, with lots of attention to fine detail, all in the interests of ultimate performance and reliability. For the past few years, it's been the Nissan Navara that's been the bucket to beat in the super production category of off-road racing. And the Castrol Toyota Hilux never really looked like it was getting up to speed. But things are changing. And from what I've experienced in this vehicle, there are a lot of victories still coming towards the Toyota stable.